think he was reiterating that again by putting me in this job for 3 days and was like, yo, how many times am I gonna have to put you in these situations for you to realize like this is not what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing. What's good, y'all? What is good? We back with another video, man. I hope y'all are having a good week, but I'm gonna need y'all to get comfortable, whether it's on the couch, whether it's in bed. Get your snacks, get your popcorn, because the story I'm about to tell y'all right now is exactly why God will remove you from situations that you do not belong in. And like I said before, why he's never early, he's never late, he's always on time, because he was on time with what went down last week. So we're going to get right into it. As y'all know and saw, I made a video about a week and a half ago stating that I was employed and that I got hired finally to work at this new job that I started last Tuesday. I was all excited, you know, ready to get back into work, ready to make an income, ready to just be employed. Thanking God for the situation and everything that happened, all that led up to it. One thing I didn't really tell y'all was that, like, yeah, I was happy about getting the job, but it just, something didn't feel right. It felt right to have a job, but I was just like, man, this isn't really the job that I want. Now, it was a job like marketing wise that I wanted, you know what I mean? Like, it was a great opportunity because it was e-commerce. It was a well-respected company. Good opportunity to get outside my comfort zone and just have a job where, you know, I'm not really familiar with a lot of things and just, you know, being in a new role. But at the same time, like I said, I'm the type of person who enjoys working in remote situations because it gives me time to do YouTube videos. It gives me time to do other things. And I'm just not a big fan of like going into the office and commuting. Now, that's just me. That doesn't mean I don't have a problem with it, because obviously I was going to the office and this job was a hybrid role. I get in there on Tuesday, right? And this is the first red flag. They didn't really have an onboarding process. Like, they had just created it a couple of days before I had started, before I had got hired. And it was like the worst onboarding process I've ever seen. And I'm just like, okay, well, I didn't really have too much background information. You know, when you start a job and you get the whole onboarding process, you go through all these trainings, you go through all these things that we think aren't necessary, but they really are. Well, they didn't really have much of that. So like, I was really going into this blind in what I was to expect going forward. It's just going through a bunch of PowerPoints and everything with the managers and the HR lady, and just kind of going over things that I would be doing, but they were just going over it so fast. And, you know, I was asking questions, I was taking notes, but like, I was honestly lost. But it was my first day. I'm like, all right, cool, just be positive. Like, you're not gonna know everything, you know, just be humble, you know, just take everything as much as you can and just like write it down. And like I said, ask questions. So the first day was smooth, you know, people were all right, like, you know, it was cool. Second day comes around, Wednesday. They threw everything at me as soon as I stepped into the office. Like, I had to know all the products, all the colors, all the frame descriptions, just everything about sunglasses, because it was a sunglass company. And I had to know everything about all the shades that they had. And they had like over 100 shades, male, female, unisex, all of it. I had to know all of it because I was doing copyright. I was doing, you know, ad copy, and for social media and for, you know, photography, whatever it was, I had to know all of it. And they expected me to know that in like a day, in 2 days. And I just was like, bruh, in my mind, I wasn't saying this out loud, but I'm just like, it's kind of impossible to know all this stuff. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna continue to just work, take notes, ask questions. You know, just keep being positive about the situation. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was stressed. Like, I was stressing out, like, because I wanted to get this down. And, you know, they gave me an assignment because we had a new, I think it was like a new couple pair of sunglasses they were dropping for the spring that they wanted me to do ad copies on. And, you know, they gave me examples. Actually, they didn't even give me examples. They told me to look on the website for older pairs and just like kind of go off of that for the tone and how they wanted it to look. I was like, bet. So I did that. You know, it took me a couple hours. You know, I was really taking my time with it, really put it in my effort because I wanted it to be good. You know, so I gave it to the manager who I was working under to see it. She was like, I'll look at it in the morning, because I finished it towards the end of the afternoon. Mind you, like, I was still learning about the company, learning about, you know, how they develop the products, how they do all these things, just the back end of everything. And, you know, I felt overwhelmed, but I was just like I said, it's my first week. Fast forward to Thursday. I come in and they go over the edits, and they pretty much were just I'm sorry for cursing, just shitting on my life. You know what I'm saying? Being passive aggressive, saying like this wasn't the style that they wanted. Why are you writing it like this? Like, why does it sound like this? Just coming at my life, man. And I'm just over here biting my tongue because, like I said, I'm being humble. It's a situation that I haven't been in before. You know, I'm just taking it all in, taking criticism and just rolling with it, right? And I just felt like overwhelmed and stressed. I'm like, yo, there's no way I should be stressed about this. And it's only my third day out here.
It's only my third day out here. I don't know.
Like, and I'm already stressing out. I'm already dreading, like, damn, do I even want to continue working for this place? Like, but I was still remaining positive because I'm like, God blessed me with this job. Like, I'm supposed to be here. There's a reason for this. I'm staying positive. So towards the end of the day, she's like the owner's wife, but she kind of like oversees everything. She brings me into the office. She pretty much, again, being passive aggressive, being rude, being very disrespectful about the work that I put in and saying like, this isn't it. Like, what is this? This is just a waste of time, all this stuff. And I'm over here like, I'm trying my best. Like, y'all really haven't given me any type of information on what you wanted. You guys haven't really helped me. I've been asking questions, but you guys seem like annoyed. You know, just really wasn't getting the support that I needed, especially for someone who just started. You know what I mean? And doesn't know the ins and outs and is trying to learn everything. Like, they were giving me a lot of work. Besides the thing that they were coming at me for, like I had to do blog posts and SEO and doing this task and that task, and the amount of tasks that I had for the week, I kid you not, I'm not even over exaggerating. This would be the amount of work for someone that would take about a month or two. I swear, like, it was moving that quick, but they expected me to just come in and just know it automatically. I'm like, I've never worked with sunglasses. I barely know the products. I barely know what you're looking for. How do you expect me to do the job if you haven't trained me properly on what to do? So I'm like, cool, I'll just be better. But again, I'm stressing myself out because I know, like, bro, what is this? Like, I know this isn't the type of job that I want to be at, but I'm like, man, I just need to stay through because I know they're probably just testing me. They're testing my mental. Cool. But by the time Friday rolls around, I didn't even want to go back. I'm being honest with y'all. Like, I was like, I just want to leave. Like, I don't even want to be here. Like, this is before I got into the office. And I prayed to God. I was like, God, if I'm not supposed to be here, like, if this isn't for me, then just like, please just allow whatever happens to happen and I'll be cool with it. Because I was just stressed. I was dreading going to work after 4 days. Like, it shouldn't happen, especially for a job that you thought was going to be good for you. And, you know, turns out it wasn't. So I go into the office. I hadn't even sat down 10 minutes. She brings me into the office again. At that point, I already knew what was going to happen. And she told me they were letting me go because I didn't fit the culture. And I just didn't seem like I was a good fit. I was like trying to like argue my case. They were saying I didn't seem interested in the job. I wasn't asking questions. I wasn't taking notes. I showed this lady my whole notebook. I had like almost 10 pages of notes about all the stuff. And she's just like, yeah, you're just doesn't seem like a good fit. And she was going off of saying that in the future, when they had, you know, deadlines that I wouldn't be able to hit it. I'm like, you haven't even given me a chance to prove myself. How do you know I'm not gonna be able to do what's asked of me 3 months from now? Because she was talking about March. I'm like, all right, whatever. I just got up and left, grabbed my stuff and was out. And I honestly wasn't even mad because I'm like, God removed me from the situation. I prayed on it and I said, if I'm not supposed to be here, remove me or just let something happen. And he did. And I think this was just him telling me, yo, stop working a 9-to-5. Stop working for other people. Do your own thing. Continue doing YouTube. Continue spreading his word. Continue just being that presence that shares their testimony, just shares how God works in their life. Called my parents and they were saying the same thing, like, yo, continue to do YouTube, like, do your own thing. Stop trying to work for other people. And I remember saying this in my video when I got laid off. I'm like, maybe this is a sign I'm just not supposed to be working corporate. I'm just supposed to be doing my own thing. And I think he was reiterating that again by putting me in this job for 3 days and was like, yo, how many times am I gonna have to put you in these situations for you to realize, like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing what you love and enjoying it and being at peace with the situation. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I wasn't at peace going to this job. I was happy to have a job, but I wasn't happy because, one, it was gonna take away from me being able to do the amount of YouTube videos that I wanted to do because I'm working all day and then I have to go train the kids and have practice, and then on weekends we have games. I like was really stressed and not being able to find time to be able to do this right here. I really wasn't spending that much time with God because I was on a different schedule. I was trying to find time here and there, but it wasn't the time that I needed. You know what I mean? Like, I need a good 20 to 45 minutes depending on what I'm going through to spend time with God in the morning. At night is a different story, but by the time I got home at night, I was just drained. Like, I just wanted to go to sleep. And I think that's why God removed me, just because he knew I wasn't at peace, and he knew truly deep down, like, it wasn't what I wanted to do. This is, like I said, what I want to do. And I'm thankful for being removed from that situation because it was toxic. And I don't know if y'all heard of Glassdoor, but I should have read the reviews on Glassdoor, but you can't read the reviews until you make a review. And I couldn't make a review on a company when I first started. So I had to wait till after I left, obviously, made a review about my experience. After I'm done, I see all these reviews from people saying the same thing, how they were let go after 3 days and they were very toxic and micromanaging and had no trust in their employees and just doing all these things that I was experiencing. And I'm like, man, God was really trying to tell me something. Like, he removed me for a great reason because other people were going through the same thing, and how they had no onboarding process and it just was very unorganized, and it just wasn't a stable place to be, especially for someone like me who needs stability, who needs great leadership. And I can also be a leader, but if I'm working under somebody, I need great leadership. I need reassurance in certain things to know that, like, the work I'm putting in is, doing something for the company and I'm being rewarded by, for my efforts. But that wasn't the case there. And once I saw that, I was like, all right, I didn't feel so bad anymore, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that whole week was extremely traumatizing. I ain't even gonna lie. I just felt isolated. People weren't really warm and welcoming. Like, it was just, I felt like an outsider, as always. Being a black man in corporate America, or just a black person in general in corporate America, you gotta work like 10 times as hard just to fit in. And I'm saying fit in just to, like, for an example, not like trying your hardest to fit in, but like just so people just let you be. I don't want everybody to be up in my business. I'm just here to do my job. Go home and worry about my personal life and all that. I don't need y'all knowing about my personal life. I don't need y'all, trying to be buddy. Like, if we cool, but like, we work together. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always try to keep it wherever I go to work. I'm truly thankful that he removed me, because I'm so happy right now. I'm truly at peace. And yeah, I'm back to not having any type of employment except for working with the company I work with coaching and training. But, I enjoy doing that. And I think I'm just going to continue doing that, continue doing YouTube, and just trusting God each day, not worrying about the next month or what's going to happen here and there. It's like, whatever happens, it's for a reason. And honestly, I'm blessed. And I'm blessed. And I don't want y'all thinking that I'm going back to this depressive state, because my mindset is completely different. Like I said, it's a new year. It's not about me. It's how I can serve God and how I can be better for him, better for Jesus, all of it, because that's what's the most important thing. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm allowed to be on this platform and speak to y'all, like I said. And what I'm going through is for a reason. This roller coaster of a year so far, it's only been 15 days, already been a roller coaster, you know what I mean? But I'm enjoying it, because I know that's just what life is. There's a lot of ups, there's downs, but at the end of the day, I'm still trending upwards in the direction that I want to go. And I just have to continue to read my word, continue to trust him, continue to seek him, and just go to him with everything. And I know the more I do that, I'm gonna be good. Just be obedient and just stay the course. 9 to 5 is not it for me. Like, it is not. I gotta find my own way, do my own thing, have a little side hustle to make an income to support the dream. But, hearing it from friends and family telling me to just do my own thing and continue doing YouTube, that's God speaking through them to me what he's already been trying to tell me. Like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. YouTube, spreading his word, and just sharing your stories and your life, your journey. This is what you're supposed to be doing, because people listen. Y'all listen. And I appreciate y'all who have reached out saying that my videos have helped you, or that you enjoy watching my videos. Like, I promise y'all, like, it means the world to me. Sometimes I don't see the messages because I just don't see them. I'm not on Instagram like that all day, but I promise I'll try to get back to each and every one of you who's reached out, because I truly appreciate the support and the love from y'all, man. That's it. We're going to figure it out. I didn't really have any control. I didn't really have a say. I prayed about it, and he answered my prayers in a different way. Back to the drawing board and figure everything out. It's all love from him. Hope y'all enjoyed another one of my testimonies, another one of my experiences on this journey of life that I'm experiencing. I know I'm not the only one going through this. And that's why I continue to share my experiences and share my journey with y'all. But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. I love y'all. Stay blessed.